guys, it's Amber from Amber Eats Books, and today I'm bringing you a book haul. I know, I just did a book haul, but I just kind of went to the store the other day, to my local thrift stores, and I just couldn't help myself. So here we are with another book haul. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. And let's just start off with my favorite one. So you know that I hate mass market paperback size books. Here we go, Stephen King, Hearts in Atlantis. I don't actually think I've read Hearts in Atlantis. It's just been sitting on my shelf ever since I bought it, you know, a year or so, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. Definitely on my want to read list. However, I hate the size. That's probably why I've been putting it off for so long. Most of these mass market sizes that I have on my shelf, either I have read or have not read, but I just don't want to read them because they're so small. So I was excited when I got to my local store, my local Goodwill, and instead of this size, I can now read this size, this nice, beautiful hardcover edition. I love the jacket. Even though I didn't hate this cover, it actually wasn't too bad as one of the better mass market paperback covers. I'm just glad to actually have it in a larger hardcover edition. So that's going to go back on my shelf and join its other fellow Stephen King books. The next two books I found at my local Goodwill. I only got them because I recognized the author's name on the spine, and it was Chuck Palahniuk. I know he wrote The Fight Club. I've actually never read any of his books, but Peter over at Peter Likes Books, he is going to be hosting a Chuck Palahniuk class, which I think he'll be reading one Chuck Palahniuk book a month, and I don't own any of them, so I figured I would pick these two up in preparation for that. The first one I found was Lullaby, and I love this cover. I love the dust jacket, but then I was equally surprised that when I took the dust jacket off, the regular cover, the hardback cover, was printed on, and I absolutely love printed hardbacks like this. So don't know if the dust jacket will stay too long. It's kind of beat up a little bit, so maybe I will just keep it off, but I was super surprised at seeing that. And then the second book that I found was Invisible Monsters, and it has a hot pink spine, which I love hot pink. It's one of my favorite colors, and to have a hot pink spine is just amazing to add to my collection. So I'm really excited to read these books along with Peter and the rest of his channel. So super excited. And another two books that I found were The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith and The Silkworm, which these are crime novels, and I had no idea that J.K. Rowling actually writes under the name Robert Galbraith. So Galbraith is probably the better pronunciation. But anyway, I'm really excited to read these to see what else she has to offer, because I've read obviously Harry Potter, and I've read The Casual Vacancy, and I want to say I read another one. I can't remember what it was right now, but I'm excited to see how she does in the crime genre. And so you guys know that I've been trying to collect some children's books as well that I've loved, and classics and things like that, and I actually found Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. And to go along with that, I found Matilda, and I found the BFG. So I'm excited about that because my youngest is actually, you know, coming up on this reading level very soon. So I can't wait. Maybe we'll read them together. Maybe she'll read them and we'll talk about them. But I've actually read all of these when I was a child, so it'll just be really fun for me to go back and reread them and just to remember what it was like that first time, and to see them now, you know, through the eyes of an adult. So I'm excited. Then I also found some Cormac McCarthy books. I've never read any by him, but someone else on another channel was just raving about his books, so I decided, well, why not? I saw them. They were only $1. Let me pick them up. So that is The Road by Cormac McCarthy and All the Pretty Horses. So hopefully I'll really enjoy these. The next three books I got were Little Bee by Chris Cleave. I actually read this book last year, and it was a book that at the time when I read it, I don't think I gave it as much credit as it deserved. I mean, I still think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, but the story has just stuck with me so much. I actually gave it away because I thought, I'm never gonna read it again. But I've thought about the story so often that when I saw this sitting on the Goodwill shelf, that I just I had to get it again and just keep it on my shelf, because I think I really will go back and reread it. It was just a story that was so powerful that it just, like I said, stuck with me all this time. So definitely will be a reread in the future. And then I got A Secret Kept by Tatiana de Rosne, and I got this because I read a book by her, I want to say the beginning of this year. It was probably in January. It might have been one of the first books I read, and it was Sarah's Key, and it just stuck with me, that story as well, and I loved her writing. So hopefully this book will be just as good as that one. And then of course I got this book because everyone has read it. I've seen the movie, but I never actually read the book, and that is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And I want to read her other books, so I figured why not start with the one I already know about. So hopefully all those books will be great reads. The next set of books that I picked up were just ones either that I wanted to read or that just looked good to me. So the first one is The Devil in the White City by Erik Larson. I've heard a lot about this book as far as good reviews and things like that. I don't know exactly what it's about, but I'm excited to find out and I'm excited to read it. The next one is a YA book called Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. My daughter will probably want to read this as well, so it's like a 2-for-1 buy. I'll read it, she'll read it. Probably, I think I only paid $2 for this, so not a lot of money for 2 people to be able to read the same book. Then I picked up Abundance, a novel of Marie Antoinette by Sina Jeter Naslund. And I got this book only because it says author of Ahab's Wife, and I own Ahab's Wife. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard a lot of good things. I like historical fiction, so I'm hoping that this will be something that I'll really enjoy. Then the next one I got was A Beautiful Mind. I never watched the movie. This is by Sylvia Nasser. Never watched the movie, so when I saw this book sitting on the shelf, this was actually the half price sticker for that week, and so I only paid 50 cents for this. So normally I'm not a big fan of the movie covers, but I figured for 50 cents I'll deal with it and be able to finally read this book. Then I picked up The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. I've heard a few things about this, and I just absolutely love the cover. So this was one of those cover buys. I was just like, oh yeah, I've heard of it, and I really like the cover, so I'm getting it because that's just what I do. Hopefully the story will be good as well. And then the last one was a total cover buy, The Social Animal by David Brooks. I did read the synopsis of this, and it just sounded like something that I would really enjoy reading. So hopefully this will be good as well. So that wraps up my book haul. Hopefully I won't have another book haul till maybe the end of September. Just have to keep me out of the thrift stores and my library sales because I just tend to go completely overboard. But hey, what are you gonna do when the books are only 50 cents, $1, $2? It's a lot easier paying that than for me to pay, you know, $15, $20 for a brand new book. So anyway, hopefully I will enjoy these. If you guys have read any of them, please let me know what you thought. That will help determine in what order I kind of go through them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more bookish videos, please subscribe to my channel. And as always, happy reading.